Hey, hey, people. No, I can't steal Seth. Seth. I can't say his name. It's got too many S's. But, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Let's see. It is said that the elementals perceive the life stream. If, as we suspect, Y'shtola is adrift in the midst, they may be able to find her. But if we are to appeal to them for assistance, we must needs do so through their chosen, the Padjal.
In requesting the Elemental's assistance to find Y'shtola, you must needs be aware of one difficulty. A difficulty born of the fundamental difference between man and Elemental.
That being?
In perceiving the world around him, man relies upon senses such as sight and sound. For the sake of convenience, he gives names to such things as are near or dear to him. Being formed of pure ether, however, such concepts are foreign to the elementals. Instead, they perceive by observing the ebb and flow of the energies of life. So profound a division cannot be bridged with simple discourse. The elementals' voices stir not the air, and thus reach not our ears, while our words are but wind to them. Though we seers can commune with them through feelings, naught that we can impart will serve to aid them in identifying Y'shtola. Nay, they must needs be presented with ether which is akin to hers. If you could but find a family member.
Oh, how about that? Her sister lives in Gridania.
Oh! I know just the person! Y'shtola has a sister who came to live in Gridania. She told me about her once.
Demetra.
Oh, that is most fortunate indeed. Pray, seek this sister out then, and bring her to Evershade. There, we shall petition the Great One's aid in finding your lost companion.
They gave Connie Senna a new voice actress too. I feel like her voice is different. I'm pretty sure they slotted out the entire English voice cast from A Realm Reborn and slotted in new ones for Heaven's Word for whatever reason. I don't know if it was because it was cheaper, if contracts ran out, they couldn't get people back, or what. Now, this normally would be a Deus Ex Machina, but it's actually well woven because you can actually go up here to Apkalu Falls, and Y'shtola's sister is right here, and she's involved in the Summoner quest line. So if you've leveled Summoner, which is a very fun job with a pretty good storyline, uh, you will have talked to Ymitra dozens of times by now, and also have done combat alongside her against other summoners and Eggies and um, even an Athian or two. So, yeah, I mean, if you know, uh, this actually isn't an ass pull. For whatever reason, Y'shtola just had a sister in Gridania since the game's inception. So, I guess Master's Guild. Master's Guild. I wish they would just go ahead and put an Aetheryte Biap Kalu Falls, but oh well. It's not like a few seconds longer and getting there is really gonna kill me. I weighed myself today for the first time in a couple years, and I've gained 10 more pounds over the last 2 years. I'm up to 185 now, and boy do I feel it. I need to work out more. So they're actually half-sisters. Suppose a lot of Makode women are half, though, if they're Seekers of the Sun, right? Because you have the one guy fuck the whole village, basically. Which is funny, because the way the Seeker of the Sun tribe works, the same way the Orcish tribes work in Skyrim, you wouldn't think that of a cat. You know, there's these bishy cat boys that, you know, don't get beyond 5'8", and, you know, look like a sturdy wind could blow them over.
Let us begin. Raya O, Arun, if you would. Hearken to me, O great ones. Pray give yourselves to the life stream, a drifting soul to find.
Please, Y'shtola. Please come back to us.
There. Now!
How exactly did they reconstitute her physical form? So many questions. I guess they gotta get the titties just right. Guess they've done this before. That's why they brought a blanket. But who did they do this to before? Hey, it's a little Yustola taco.
A room has been readied at the roost. Pray, bear her thither at once.
I could carry her, you know. But they won't let the player character do anything because they have to make allowances for people having silly characters like Lalafels or tiny girls or...
All that remains is to pray, my friends.
You know, such things. Those two are involved in the White Mage quest line. That's also a very good storyline. Honestly, almost all of the job quest lines are pretty fun. And I highly recommend leveling every job and getting intimate with the cutscenes and the job lore. Because it really adds to the flavor of your experience. A lot of people have less fun playing MMOs like this, and this game in particular, because they are so obsessed with the gameplay loop rather than enjoying it as a whole, right? It's sort of like rushing through eating a a 5-course meal to get full. If you never stop to savor anything, then it's no different than eating, a foot-long Subway sandwich. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Fuck, I love Subway sandwiches. I'm just saying. Right? Stop and smell the flowers. Catch lulls last long enough that you will always be able to catch up to other people. You just have to put your best foot forward and do your best. It really, really doesn't frickin' matter if you miss out on a savage cycle, or you're not world first, or world like first 10 even, for your fucking raids or whatever. The idea that you need to be at endgame to enjoy this game is very, very incorrect. Let's put it that way. Anywho, I'll get off my soapbox for now, maybe. But, it's easy to speak from a soapbox, you know? You don't gotta really think too much about what you're saying, because you already believe what you're saying. So, you've thought about it before, you know? So I guess Tataru already had Y'shtola's measurements. And the measurements are going to be the same because the elementals managed to reconstitute her physical form despite not perceiving the physical world. Right down to her Charlayan tattoos. Well, just remember this whole sequence for later, because there's going to be some story beats way later on that echo it to an extreme fashion, and also raise some pretty sturdy questions. Wrong way. Blue sneeze, huh? Oh,
Y'shtola! I'm so glad you're back!
her eyes are no longer green.
Tataru. You are safe. Thank the 12. Something has changed about you, Alphino. Or mayhap the change is with me. I seem to sense the ether around me more keenly than before.
I am pleased to see you well again. Do you feel strong enough to talk?
Well, she's talking, isn't she?
Worry not. I am well enough.
Tell us then, what befell you after you fled the feast? We were told that there had been a tunnel collapse.
That was my doing. I brought the tunnel down that you and Minfidia might escape. At the last moment, I invoked a teleportation magic, in hopes of spiriting Thancred away at least. Needless to say, it did not go quite as planned, and I found myself adrift in the life stream.
The others? Where are they? Did they not escape?
They remain unaccounted for. You were the only one we have been able to find.
And you didn't even have a physical
I'm
body.
truly sorry. It was the Crystal Braves who pursued you that day. My hubris that led to our undoing.
No apologies are necessary, Alpha No. You are not to blame for what occurred. Know that were our comrades here, they would commend you for keeping the light of hope alive.
Don't worry. The others are alive and well, I'm sure of it. We just need to find them.
Indeed, Tataru. Let us find our friends and rebuild the Scions.
Ha! There is the Alpha No I remember. And I feel much the better for his return. 'Tis time I arose.
That reminds me. I have a change of clothes for you. I don't like to boast, but I made them myself. I learned how to weave while we were in Ishgard, you see.
Well, this looks styling.
Tataru has apprised me of all that took place in the aftermath of the assassination plot. It would seem I have been away for some while.
Yes, much and more happened during your absence. At present, we seek to follow the Archbishop to Azisla.
And you want for some manner of etheric ram to pierce the floating isle's protective barrier?
We do. Might you be able to furnish us with one?
A means to prise open a hole in an Alagan barrier. And one large enough to admit an airship, no less. Nay, I lack the knowledge to devise such a weapon. But I know of one who could. A leading figure in the field of etheric research, and one of the finest scholars ever to grace Sharlayan. Matoya, my former master.
Seems legit. Oh look, we hit level 59 on Dark Knight. How about that? Yep. Everything's flagging. Well, it is a Final Fantasy I reference. Yeah, I'd smash that. Even if she is a cat girl. Oh, I missed this the last... Wow, I missed this the last... Jeez. The last 6 times I played through the story? Wow. I didn't realize Alphanut was born over there. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, okay. Alright. Now we're moving right back into the Heavensward territories. Beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I suppose we didn't have any trouble getting Y'shtola into Ishgard because we were wards of House Four Tops, but also given the fact that Sir Amarek is basically in charge of Ishgard right now since the Pope is out? I don't know. I do not know. But while we're here, let's go pick up the level 58 Dark Knight quest. It wasn't pertinent to do because it no longer gives a skill. It used to give the skill Soul Survivor, which was like a pseudo execution skill. Colleen not? Colleen. I can't say French words, man. Speak with Moggy at Mog Home, huh? I guess we can make a diversion for this video. There's still about 25, maybe a little bit more than that, 25-30 minutes left in the recording. It should be enough time to get this Dark Knight quest done, maybe. Oh, thank goodness, I didn't have to go and fetch them. If I can love you, Dark Knight questline. I'm sick of this charade. You tell me to talk, but then you refuse to listen. You tell me you're doing this for me, but then you go on about the darkness and the abyss. Am I supposed to be grateful when you come back covered in blood, when I put you back together so you can do it again? You drag me to halfway across the world so you can discover a new way to kill yourself, and you tell me it's for my sake? Damn. Harnessing the power of your emotions or some such, yes? An ancient legend about a Moogle named Mog. Rather simple name, I know, but those were simpler times, Kupo. Anyway, Mog had a penchant for dancing and... Wait, what does dancing have to do with dark arts? Alright, I haven't done that quest yet. There's a separate quest you have to do to be able to make your chocobo fly. Which honestly is a little bit silly. I don't think normal chocobos should be able to fly, but whatever. You can also find a way to make your chocobo black, so you could technically turn your chocobo into a black chocobo. But it wouldn't actually be a black chocobo, it would just be a normal chocobo that you've dyed its feathers. There you are, darkest dark one of the dark. Have you brought my palmwort? Seems legit. Oh hey, an instance battle. How about that? I forgot that there was an instance battle for this. In fact, I don't remember there being one. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Mwahaha, foolish fools. We kidnapped Rio. never expected Moogles to get all evil on me. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Ouch! You really could have hurt someone carrying on like that. Kupo! That's a bloody point. Now tell me where she is if you want to live. Wait! Oh, they're scared. That one doesn't give a fuck. That's what we Dark Knights do. Whence comes true strength to defend the meek? Is it honor? Is it justice? How bland? Could it be that the darkness is born of a light? A flame burning for another? How grand? 'Tis love, 'tis love, all-powerful shining love. Rather blunt, I'll admit, but subtlety doesn't seem to be your strong suit, Kupo. Riel! I seriously don't remember that instance battle. I just remember the Mughals telling us that we needed love. Yeah, we can go back to Ishgard whenever to turn that in. We don't need to go back right now. Let's go ahead and move on towards Charlie and a little stiff today for some reason. Or tonight, I guess. Strangely taken by nostalgia, huh? A long soak in the live stream followed by a long journey. I would not recommend it to anyone. Woo. Weapon upgrades. Might actually use that. Does look pretty cool after all. Yep, it's gonna be the longest journey of all time. Yep, Totally not gonna just fly over the whole zone because I have flying unlocked. Totally. Something to keep in mind, while the gear upgrades you're slowly getting may be better or worse than the Ironworks gear, you do need to eventually have an item level of 142 for the ending story dungeons in Heaven's Word. So, well, might be interesting to sell the item rewards that you can get. You will want to get some gear upgrades at the very least, at least when you hit level 60, so that you don't get walled off by item level restrictions. And obviously your jobs now reward you with a full set of I-200 left side gear, so that'll probably do the trick. But they don't give you a weapon, so...
To the Thalaic River, where to the melted snows of Abelathia's spine eventually find their way by means of 1,000 silver streams. Whose waters have long nourished the Travanian hinterlands, and so provided for a settlement of learned souls from across the northern seas. To the city of Sharlayan, that great seat of knowledge now abandoned by her keepers, they came.
If we had one more DPS, we could actually be a party. Looks like the buildings have seen better days. guess they did live through the calamity, though. They're quite a ways from Carton, though. I see a force field over there. Is that supposed to be up yet? I might be a little bit perturbed. I don't know the state of this zone these days. False Gigantopithecus. Interesting. They changed the name on that. That's a B rank hunt for level 60. And it used to just be called Gigantopithecus. But they decided they wanted Gigantopithecus for another name. I don't know if it was a hunt or a boss. Pretty sure it was a hunt. But they decided that some other giant gorilla was going to be Gigantopithecus. Huh. I don't remember that force field being there on my first time through. I don't remember that becoming a thing until later. Then again, it's been a long, long time. Ooh, this is candy. If they had the means to erect a force field like that that's still standing, why didn't they use it to protect their buildings and just stay? Looks like it's surrounding top of a building in the water. I'll be showing off some things in this zone eventually because there's some really neat things here. Like this building over here, the Architecton. It has a bunch of giant aetherytes in it that haven't yet been set up and activated or whatever because Charlian. They're gonna say it eventually, but Charlian was responsible for the proliferation of aetherytes across the Eorzea. It's a Charlian invention. Supposedly. In reality, I think it's probably an ancient technique that was rediscovered, but considering there's different models of aetherytes that we've already encountered, such as the one in OK Zundu. But, never hear the sweatless ball stuff. Knowledge seeks no man. So says the motto of the Charlian engraved upon yonder stone. The meaning is simple. It falls to us to seek enlightenment. During the 6th Astral Era, at the turn of the 13th century, men from the northern nation of Charlian journeyed across the sea to Eorzea in search of knowledge. Upon arriving at these shores, They established a camp for their scholarly endeavors. Over time, this camp grew into a settlement, and that settlement prospered, and so much so that it came to be counted amongst Eorzea's greatest city-states. Alas, those glory days are now but a fading memory. With her keepers lost to her, Charlian has become an empty husk of her former self. Uplander is mistaken. Charlian has new keepers, is on cusp of new age of glory. Goblins or moblins? Moblin goblins? Uplander is mistaken muchly. We are not these. This place is our home. Your home? When last I looked, it was mine and Alphinaud's. We were born here. Phew! When Uplanders abandoned city, Uplanders gave up claim. Born here or no, Uplanders are trespassers. Cat weird feet. My friends, please, we do not come to dispute your claims to this land. Our purpose here is peaceful. We desire but to cross the river. But be calm, I beg you, and let us speak like the civilized folk that we are. Surely we can come to a mutual understanding. If that is the truth, then Uplanders are welcome. Here, come with Slowfix. Slowfix will show Uplanders settlement. Idleshire is kind of like Mordona. It wasn't this big when the expansion first dropped, but they changed it with each subsequent major patch. And now it looks like a bustling city. And before it had a lot more ruins, or more free space to walk around. It's quite a bit different. Well, if you wanted to keep your city, then you should have kept it. Idleshire, huh? Like idyllic Shire? Or idyllic? Midnight Dew, huh? Greetings to you, I'm Alphinaud Lavalier, and may I introduce my companions, Clyde Wyvernhide and Y'shtola. We have journeyed far in search of a friend and seek to cross the river. Imagine if you had a name like Butt Snatcher 412, like 412 is spelled out though, so he introduces you as that, and they don't bat an eye. Illuminati? Uh-oh. They're from Brayflock's hard mode. They had tanks. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that great sword. Might as well put it to use. What does he want us to do? Well, that would be cool. But for now, I'm gonna have to stop the video. I'm pretty much reached my own limit too, because I'm about to pass out. I've been dozing while recording. So hopefully my voice hasn't sounded too flat. That my tongue is also sort of swollen from eating too many sweets this past week. And yeah. So, anywho, have a good time and stay safe. Next time we'll just plow more of this storyline, and it'll be good fun. Oh no! No, I don't have to glamour it right away, but we'll have more fun next time, and I'll see you then. So, until then, you have a great time. I'll see you again, and stay safe out there. You're beautiful no matter what they say, and words can't bring you down. Have a good one.